So we're here for Eurovoix.com, and we're here with Sissal, who's competing in DMGP in Herning on the 1st of March. Just first impressions, how do you feel right now?
I'm so excited. I'm totally over the moon. I'm full of adrenaline and dopamine and serotonin and everything. I'm very excited right now. Yeah.
And because you're a huge fan of like DMGP and Eurovision, how does it feel to like take part yourself and like be on the stage yourself?
I mean, it's a huge dream, but that's not a problem. But I was debating myself, like if I was gonna compete myself, because when I was younger, I was always like, I'm gonna be in the MGP and Eurovision. But then it's like you get to a point in the music industry where they're like, oh, it's not the best way of like getting like through the music industry. And I was like, why do we think that we're too good for some competition? I mean, we're all good songwriters and good singers. It's our own work. It's our own like stuff that we work with. Like, it's just because I don't believe in competition in music, but I believe like getting together and like celebrating diversity and music. So for me, it's a huge thing. I love watching it, and I'm gonna like, this is gonna be in my history book, and like I'm very proud to be.
Yeah. And so you're competing with Hallucination, which is like this big, powerful like dance extravaganza almost. How have you been like developing the performance, the song, all of that? How's that process been?
I was at a camp where we wrote, like, it was called Scandipop Camp, where we wrote song for the DMGP, and it wasn't a plan of mine to like write for myself. It was primarily to write for others. So when we had the shortest session of all 4 days we were there, we wrote the song in 3 hours. And I just remember we also had some co-writers, Linnea Depp and Melodi, and they came in when we had like the intro for the song and the top line in the chorus, and they were like, hold up. This is something. I feel like this can be something. So from there we wrote. Yeah. So it was actually the shortest session, and I feel like it was something meant to be. It was something magical that happened that day, and we were always like, remember to vote for Sissal. Like, just kidding. And now we're here. And for the performance, I mean, like, I think Denmark has usually like a little bit more low key performances in. I don't know how to say it, like but when other countries have like, they have a lot bigger shows, I think. Some of them at least. Yeah, some of them. So I wanted to like put that, like get a bigger show for Denmark. Because if there's something I can serve, it's vocals. I love my vocals. I know I can serve the vocals. So I was like, I just want a show as well that can like put a big performance together. So the first thing I told at the scene was like, I wanted naked men with baby oil, and they were like, I don't think we're gonna do that. I was like, why? But it was fine. It was fair. And I think the song is very over the top, so it's fine that the performance isn't like over the top. But I also have like big faith in the choreographers, because their vision is like they're professionals. I'm not a dancer. I'm not a choreographer. So I trust them as well and their vision, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And
so you're based here in Copenhagen, but you are actually from the Faroe Islands. How important is it to you to to promote in terms of like the Faroese music industry and artists from the Faroe Islands?
I mean, I'm very proud to be Faroese. All of my music journey like started in the Faroe Islands. And I think it's always fun to bring something new to the industry. I mean, the Faroese music industry is very, it's not the same kind of music, everything, but I mean like this huge Euro pop. I don't think I've ever heard anything in the Faroe Islands. So I love to bring something new to the table. And there are amazing musicians in the Faroe Islands that I like look up to, that I've also written with and made music with. And I love that, because when I've made music with them, it's primarily a little bit more jazzy. They're like very technical musicians, very like strong technical musicians. So I love that also I get to like push something like more electronic out there, like something something different. But I'm very proud to represent Denmark and Faroe Islands. I've always had like a big connection to Denmark because my father grew up here. I have family here. I'll also like have like it's called like after school, like in 10th grade. So yeah, I feel at home in both places, but definitely Faroe Islands is like where my roots are. It's always going to be the Faroe Islands. Yeah.
And so finally, you've spoken out about wanting to break the like unspoken rule about women being quiet, submissive. Like, what are some other like stereotypes that you would say that you want to break, maybe here at DMGP or later in your life?
I mean, I just think that because I haven't told this to anyone yet, but I'm a mom as well. So I have 2 children. I have 2 girls, and I want to be like a good role model for them. To like, also in the music industry, it's very male dominated. So I'm like, I've stopped like trying to have like the good stemning. What do you say? Stemning på engelsk. But hvordan siger man det? Like it's the like I don't want to I don't want to ruin the good vibes because I'm a woman and I have to be silent. I'm like, no, bitch, take your place. And I want to be like a role model in course of like there's room for you. It's room for everybody and the diversity and like being too much. Yeah, I mean, if it's being too much, like isn't like being rude to others and stuff. Like then I'm like, why the fuck not? I don't get it. Like why we have to talk down like on being too much. I'm like, it's. But I think it's like also in the Faroe Islands there are still some stereotypical around because in the queer community. I mean, it's a little bit conservative still. Not everybody, none of in my like circle of friends or family are like conservative in that kind of way. But I have a sister as well who's married to a woman, and her wife is also the head in LGBTQ community in the Faroe Islands, and I would like to like. It's my kind of crowd. It's that like I want to represent them as well, even if I'm just an ally. It's like I love the community in it. So I would like I want to like just everyone are welcome in this. You know, like be open to people, be open to different kind of lifestyles. I want to be a role model also for women. Like take your place, just take your place. Don't be afraid of being rude or being too much. Just do it.
Preach. Well, we wish you the best of luck on the 1st of March, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much.